Right, so there's about 1,500 feet. That's all looking good. You're flying well. Flying a bit faster now, so you feel it's a bit more responsive as well, but it's a little bit heavier on the controls too. So that obviously wasn't you taking over for a second. That was a bit of lift.
Traffic car driver in your kilo car is under tow from the western grass to the southern grass.
Yeah, so it pushed your wing up. So it's back over here somewhere. We're a little bit low. We'll see if we can find this. And I'll give you, if it's there, it's somewhere around here. It's going to be a little bit raggedy, I think. It's only a little thin one, but we'll see if we can get, so there's 1,400 feet, we'll see if we can make this work. So you can feel it pushing us, like it was when you flew through it. And that's what we sort of look for, because the glider will feel it before the instruments will sense it. And we've got a little bit of climb on, not much, a little bit. So this is you think of the old little willy willies you see out in the farms, that's basically what I'm trying to sit in. So you think of how narrow they can be, they get fatter as they go up. This is the day just starting to warm up because it's got to get rid of this cirrus. So I don't know the real reason why, but cirrus kills thermals. Even though it could be a 40-degree day, so we're just sort of holding our own here. And this is sometimes on a hot day why I don't like thermaling with passengers, because this can make people sick as well.
I tried to text that last night. I texted her going, "Can't find a kill. Fingers crossed I won't vomit." Dad went, "Good luck."
So you can see there, it's sort of, it's here somewhere, but it's not.
It's not very constant.
Yeah. We'll just go over towards the golf course a little bit more. I'm not sure where it is. That's what we have to do, is we have to sort of visualise it and then work out where we aren't, and then try and manoeuvre the glider to find what we call the core. Because all the air pushing up, it has to be pushing some air down as well, and that's what you often can skip through, and it can be a bit of a struggle. So that's, at least it's starting today. So saw at circuit entry at the moment, there's a little bit of, it's just teasing us. Into the thermal? No, some people have a whole lot of theories, you know, with Coriolis and, you know, which way thermals turn, and it really shouldn't matter, providing you get into the core. When you get in the core, it's like an elevator ride, and you just sit there and just enjoy the fun. But when you're low level, it's hard work. You know, there's sort of like an adage in gliding, you know, get high, stay high. Makes life so much easier for you. Because down here it's getting hot again, and I'm working hard to try and fly balanced, and it's all that type of stuff. And we're really just sort of meandering around here, approaching 1,000 feet. So I'm thinking about the circuit now for our arrival. feel the air pushing in through the open windows. So we're actually in a bit of a thermal there, all by itself.
That was the sort of indicator.
Yeah, you could feel it. And then we're out the other side of it there now, so it's a little bit closer over to Richmond. There's 1,000 feet. So once we get to about 1,000 feet in my mind now, I've got to think a bit more about safety closer to the ground. I need to be flying a little bit faster in case I make a mistake. Give us a little bit of fat. Traffic Richmond, glider Kilo Yankee November through 1,000 feet overhead Richmond Township.
Richmond, Lincoln.
Alright, so we're going to land the opposite way that we took off. There's 800 feet, so just got to run some checks. So flaps are none, undercarriage is down and lock. Speed, I'm looking for 55. I've got it in the back here, yours is a little bit different in the front, and I'm trimmed. So now it's just a judgment exercise. We'll probably get lift all the way down here because we always do. So looking at the airfield, look about midway up, you can see some more tar going across to the runway. Our aim point's going to be a little bit this side of that. You see a bit of a dirt patch there. And then we'll roll down to where we took off from. Richmond traffic light at Kilo Yankee November is a left downwind for the southern grass, 28 direction. Traffic Richmond. Speed's good. Looking at the angle now, so it's all about angles. And that angle just down there to where everyone's standing is a little bit steep. So I'm just flying it off angles. The only indicator I'm worried about is my airspeed indicator at the moment. Everything else I'm doing visually outside. Flying a little bit fast, that's okay. The wind looks good for the landing, predominantly crosswind. A little bit of tailwind, nothing much. You can see the drift out the front, it's pushing us to the right. That angle looks alright, a little bit of lift. That's okay. Angle looks good there now. Coming up a beam, our aim point, that dirty patch there, where those cones are, through the gap in the trees, that's where I'm going to be aiming for. There's a beam, everything's looking good, angle looks good. All clear out the front, right, left, nothing coming down the finals. Tracking up here a little bit, I can't see my aim point because of the wing. Speed's good, all clear. It's all looking good out the front, windsocks are good, no traffic, all looking good. Thinking about base turn, here it comes. All clear left, all clear right, base. Speed's good. Richmond traffic, light at Kilo Yankee November is in a left base. On the southern grass 28, traffic Richmond. There's base. All looks good outside there. It's all clear left, all clear right, nothing on finals. The runway's clear for the landing. Just want to go a bit wider here. That's all looking good. Speed's good. Here comes the turn on the finals. Clear left, clear right, turn on finals. A little bit of push there in the lift, a little bit high, not worried about that. That's fine. Here comes finals. A little bit fast. I've got an overshoot. Air brakes are coming out. There's my aim point, aspect, airspeed. Aim point, aspect, airspeed. That's all I'm doing in my head. Got that aim point stable in the window there, looking right at it. Speed's good, aim point's good, runway looks good. Not doing a thing now, don't have to touch a thing. Glider's flying all by itself. Aim point, aspect, airspeed. Near end, far end, near end, far end. Here's the flare, and I'll just let it float now and take us down the far end.
Under tow, it's about to cross runway 1028, Richmond traffic.
And back where we started from. Oh, that's all right. You can open the canopy, yeah, pull it back, it's a little bit stiff. There you go. Push her open. Oh.